quieres que te coja, entonces tienes que ir a Los Caballeros.
No, Los
Caballeros was apartments. You know, he would send me to Los Caballeros.
Right there on New Hope and
yeah.
Dude, I used to remember Omni was right next to me.
Yeah.
I used to work there.
Yeah, Los Caballeros. Yeah,
dude, I got a new fucking job.
Okay,
and it's pretty chill. It feels like I went back in time and I'm back at Omni. It's just like a way bigger Omni now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I feel like God or whatever is like, it's like, all right, here's your chance to write because I feel like that was a fucking good company, but me being all fucked up, I didn't really take it for granted. Hold on, let me turn off the fucking fans.
What's going on?
No, that means
didn't you say you would go to sleep on the toilet?
Yeah. So Omni was like a 5-building company. And I had to go to this building called Building 5. There was just nothing but parts in a little office room and a bathroom. And I would just be like, hey, I got to go pull parts. Like the excuses, like it takes quite a while to fucking find the parts because it's just like big ass parts and you got to get on the forklift and move pallets back and forth.
Yeah.
And I would just go over there and fucking go to the bathroom, put my sweater on the floor and just fucking pass out because I hadn't slept for like days and shit.
That's the fucked up part of having that weekend thing going on, the tweaker weekend, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then still having to go back to work.
Yeah, dog,
on Monday.
it was terrible, man.
That is very terrible.
Every Monday was terrible for me. Every Monday, I showed up pale as fuck, looking like a raccoon, and everybody's like, "Dude, are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I just had a rough night." Yeah, I'm gonna go to Building 5, dude. I'll be back.
And you were how old at the time?
I was 19, dude.
19.
Yeah. I've been working since I was 16.
16?
Wow.
Yeah. As soon as my mom told me, like, as soon as she found out what I was doing, she's like, I'll take you to go eat or whatever. I'm never giving you money anymore. And, like, if you want to do that shit, you go do it on your own money and shit. I'm not working for your fucking habits. And I was like, all right, that sounds fair.
Was this, was addiction something that she was already familiar with because, like, of your father?
No. Well, she never revealed to me until way after that. My dad is the one that told me. He's like, yeah, you know, I used to do crystal and shit, like, a little bit before I got your mom pregnant. I'm like, well, it makes sense. Thanks a lot, asshole. But she'd seen my uncle go through heroin, dude.
Heroin is the worst.
Yeah, that's where she was familiar with addiction and shit. Yeah, my uncle was pretty bad, dude. Like, I remember being a little kid and just like, I didn't know he did heroin, but I knew something was up with him and I knew he was scary.
Oh, scary.
Yeah, I was terrified of him. Like, I wouldn't say anything, but like, I could see it in his eyes that something was different and like, that would scare the fuck out of me.
Hey, that makes a lot of sense, man. That you're a little kid and you're seeing something. You just
something was up. Something was up for sure.
Yeah. It reminds me of a story. It wasn't a story. I saw it on it came out on the news actually. So there was like this old veterano kind of guy, you know, like ex cholo kind of guy, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And he went with his wife to a wedding, and so you know, someone's going around there taking pictures, and they ask him, "Hey, you want us to take a picture of you and your wife?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." So during this time though, he was a heroin addict, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But he was still functioning and shit like that on a daily basis. And so when they took the picture, what came out when the picture was revealed was like, there was a face next to his head, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it looked like a dingo, like a wild dog kind of.
Okay,
thing.
I think I've seen that.
This face.
I think I've seen. Yeah.
It was like an evil looking dog and shit.
Well, they say when you start fucking around with like heroin and meth and like there's something that connects those drugs to like a different realm or dimension or whatever the fuck it is.
But I think
and heroin it becomes attached to you, dude.
Yes.
Like it literally attaches itself to your being and shit.
Some way, somehow, though, I think heroin is worse than meth.
I think they're equally as bad.
You think so?
Man, meth is fucking bad, dude. Like it's like saying like fucking Trump is worse than fucking Biden. They're both shit. But one of them is different shit compared to another shit.
One of them's going to sleep and the other one's just like
it's just
crazy.
Staying up talking all night.
Yeah. There you go.
I remember once like I was kicking it with Hugo in his room. It had been like, I want to say maybe like 3-4 hours straight where Hugo was just talking. Like 30 minutes into it, I had already forgot. I had already lost like what he was talking about, but he was going, dude. Like, he was fucking going like 3-4 hours straight, dude. Like I was just playing because he had like a busted guitar in his room, and I was just trying to play that, and I was like, fuck, dude. Like hopefully if I don't say anything, like he's gonna get the hint. Like, hey, let's just let's just relax. Nah, dude. He kept fucking going, fucking straight. Honestly, I don't even know what the fuck he was talking about.
But was he begging for your attention?
Yeah, he'd go like, yeah, what do you think, man? Like he'd tap me on the shoulder, like as soon as like I put my head down, just looking at the strings, and he'd like grab me and like tell me like, hey, look at this, and I'm like, fuck, dude.
That kind of personality, it kind of almost feels like a psychic vampire, no? Like
kind of like trying to suck your energy.
Trying to suck your energy every time getting your attention, you know?
Yeah.
And then just
that makes sense.
Yeah, a little narcissistic kind of behavior.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this though: did you ever notice any strange, like maybe like occurrences happen in Hugo's room, like maybe some hallucination and shit?
Yeah, for sure it was trippy. I remember I got him into fucking because what I would do is like. I knew, I don't know if you guys remember my old room, like I had pictures like from wall to wall to wall.
Yes.
And I did that intentionally, and sometimes I would put like fluorescent light on them just so like when I turned off the lights and I put on my black light, it'd fucking intensify the trip.
Yeah.
Like there was, you guys remember the Betty Page poster he had on his,
yeah.
Dude, there was once where it looked like she was taking off her bra and showing me her tits.
Yeah. Yep.
I was like, what the fuck?
I've never hallucinated on shit more than at Hugo's room. Man.
Yeah, that shit was trippy in Hugo's
I don't
room.
know what it is about his room.
I always wish I would have saw those guys in the lab coats that he always talked about.
Yeah,
I never did.
He did.
I never did.
He would say that while nobody was supposed to be in his house, he would see guys in lab coats just walking around his house. You know what I mean?
Okay. Let's say he's not crazy. Can you imagine like the kind of shit that his dad or his mom must have gotten for them to have that kind, like people in lab coats walking into their house?
Yeah. I mean, I know his dad is part of the, or he was like a ex-Marine, right?
Yeah. I think he was dishonorably discharged. He was discharged, yeah.
And for whoever doesn't know, the hears, he had the house just full of cameras.
The
whole house is full of
Dude, can you
cameras.
imagine like that kind of energy that his dad, him, and like I swear to God, fucking they drove his mom crazy. So her energy was like right there. Can you imagine what kind of portals they were opening up in that house?
Oh, definitely, right.
Even at my house, it felt fucking weird for a while, dude. Like
for a while.
Yeah, for a long while. Like right when I started smoking shit, like something shifted in there. I sometimes I go into my garage and I'm like, oh fuck, but it doesn't feel the same anymore. It feels like that energy has dissipated.
Oh, wow, that's a trip, man.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, that is good.
It's good.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think I've said this before, but there was one morning we just stayed up at Hugo's house. He wasn't talking that time. You know,
okay.
we were just quiet. You know
okay.
what I mean? And in the morning, his room just started filling up with like microwaves.
Oh,
so like just waves. Just his room, like radio waves. Like his room just started.
I'm telling you, those are that's the energy waves.
And
right there,
I'm
right?
like, hey, dude, what the fuck is this, man? And he's all
I
like,
don't know,
he's all like, I have a magic room full. He's like, I have a magic room. I'm like, fuck your magic room, man. What the fuck is this shit, dude? You know what I mean?
Fucking Hugo's Will from Stranger Things.
Fuck, Hugo's Will.
Will's the one with the fucking crazy ass bowl cut.
No, but yeah, the whole fucking room started filling up with radio waves. You know what I mean?
Dude.
And I was just tripping. I was like, dude, I want to get out of here. You know what I mean? This is just weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there was a time where me and dude were kicking it there, and like something triggered dude where he's like, I'm getting it. Like, let's just go, dude. I don't feel comfortable. Like nothing happened. Like he didn't get in a fight with Hugo or anything like that.
Yeah.
But it was just something was tripping dude out, and like he knew how to get me to get out of there. It was like, let's go practice. But I could tell like there was something like he felt fidgety as fuck. Like it was tripping him out.
Hey, now dude was like sensitive to shit, low key, right?
Oh, dude, yeah. Like when we saw that ghost, he rather be like, for him, ignorance was bliss on that situation. He was like, he saw it like quick glance, and then he turned around. He turned like opposite of where that ghost was, and he's like, fuck that shit. Don't show me that kind of shit. I don't want to know. And he just walked into the garage. I don't want to know. Yeah.
Fuck. Look, you asshole.
Well, yeah, I was like, dude, look. He gives a quick look, and he's like, oh, like you can see his eyes just like kind of like was like, oh fuck.
At your pad or what?
Yeah, my pad.
Don't
like
show me that shit, bitch.
Yeah. There was a old lady that used to live right behind me. She was really cool. Her son was really cool too, but he was gay. We used to say, we used to tell dude that was his dad. I think for a while his name was Ricky, and we kept telling dude, I'm like, yeah, dude, that's your middle name, remember? And he's like, no, it's fucking not. Like that was a fucking inside joke for like a long ass time. Like he hated that name, Ricky. I'm like, what's up, Ricky? He's like, fuck you, eh?
Ricky was the kid, was the gay son.
Yeah, but he was older. He was like, when we met him, he was probably like in his mid 30s.
Okay.
He looked exactly like fucking He would look exactly like Richard Simmons, but with the bushy mustache. He had the same hair and everything too.
He's like,
and he was really gay. Yeah.
Hola, si
Hey. Yeah, he was white.
Oh, he was white.
Yeah.
Was the old lady white?
The old lady was white. Yeah, both of the old ladies were white.
There was
like
two
that,
old ladies.
Yeah. That fucking that house was crazy, dude. The one behind my mom's house, like it had a pool and everything. But since
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah,
I remember
they had a pool, but they got older and they couldn't maintain. Like the pool got all fucked up.
Yeah.
The neighbors or the people that live there now like covered it up. I was like, fuck, man, I would have kept that shit. I would have kept the pool. I kept trying to convince my mom. I'm like, dude, let's get a pool here. But she's like, she looked into it, but that shit was expensive.
Yeah, they're fucking
very expensive.
And then expensive to maintain.
Yeah.
So my mom was like, nah. But she thought about it. Yeah, she thought about it. She was like, oh, all right, let's see. I'm like, I won't leave the house. You know, I have a fucking pool here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would have told my kids the same thing. I'm like, fuck, no, it's expensive. I've tried looking into like, when I was trying to buy a house a few years ago, one of the main thing was trying to keep a pool, but fuck, dude, like the pools bump up the prices like so much, like ridiculously.
Yeah. Well, what do you figure the maintenance cost is?
Fuck.
For like a
like
not even.
I want to say in the thousands, dog.
You think so? Yeah. Fuck, bro. That is
a year, probably.
Oh, a year for sure. Yeah. I was thinking a month.
Oh, monthly?
Like,
Fuck. Probably like close to $100 maybe, because you have to have a guy like unless you're doing it yourself. But me, to be honest with you, I'm lazy, dude. Like I'm not gonna do it myself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest right now.
I'm gonna go home and get stoned. All right.
Yeah. Like right now, well,
it does make like a family time party even cooler, you know. Like let's say you're kicking at the pad, you know, with the family, you know, like have the kids in the pool, you know.
Yeah, it's cool, dude. Like I have an above ground pool right here that we like take off like
above.
Above ground, like the ones that you build.
Oh,
it's pretty big. Like my kids fit in there perfectly.
Yeah,
but I mean it's not the same.
Nope.
It's really
there's
not.
something about a pool, chilling in a pool of water. Like just chilling and it's pretty healing, you know.
Remember when
I feel like everybody should have the ability to basically access to one basically. You know?
Remember when you, me, and Carvajal and Renee went to my aunt's pool? Just one random.
Renee went with us too.
Yeah.
Oh, I do remember. I remember a few times we went to.
He's like, and it was a hot summer day, and he's like, "Hey Nestor, buy me a 40. Come on, buy me a 40, Nestor." You know what I mean? And you bought him a 40?
Was it for Jose or for?
It was for Renee.
Okay.
Renee kept saying, "Oh, come on, buy me a 40."
And I wonder what happened, because usually when he was alive, like, and he had like anything.
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday morning would come around, and he'd like, "Hey, you need anything?" Like, he just fucking slipped me like some shit or some weed.
Okay. Yeah. Like if you were like coming down.
Or hard, or a fucking like back then I used to drink. He's like, "Hey, I left the beer like behind the fucking toilet in Building 5. Like, drink it up."
You basically look out, no?
Yeah, he looked out a lot.
He was a good friend for.
Yeah, he was a good friend, man.
Did you say like he was messing with a little bit of like witchcraft or some shit?
He was messing with La Muerte.
Yeah. And then
he had a shrine and everything.
It was like a suspicious death, no? Kind of.
He was young, like fucking. So I went back to Omni where I was because I still have a friend that works there. His dad's the owner of the place actually, and he said he heard he had a heart attack.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. When I would get lit up with them and shit, I could tell that La Muerte was influencing Renee, and it's like he read my mind, and he's all like, and he told me, he's all like, La Santa Muerte is my homie. La Santa Muerte shows me secret things in higher dimensions.
Yeah, but that knowledge comes with the price, dog.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Nothing is free in this world, dog.
I mean, his story is pretty messed up. I think he should have gone to church and asked for forgiveness, man, because for what he did. You know.
But I think the only way out of that is sacrifice, dog. You have to die no matter what.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't.
A life for a life kind of thing?
Yeah, I don't see no way out of it with the person that made the deal coming out alive. I think it has to. I think, like you said, it has to be a life for a life.
Fuck, wait.
Do you think the death ties into like the whole Saturn shit, or is that its own
Saturn.
separate entity? type thing?
I've thought about that many times. Like the actual planet Saturn, the energy of the planet Saturn, tying down to the entity of death. What do you think, Peter?
Yeah, definitely. Saturn is known as the Grim Reaper. You know, Lord of the Rings. It's also known as Satan, and basically that energy is. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that energy. It basically is like a soul catcher, you know, working with the Saturn Moon matrix, and I believe those energies, you know, like the flat earthers believe in the dome. It's kind of like the dome. It's not an actual dome, but basically it's like energetic, you know. It's like once you basically die or your body dies, your soul gets caught in that Saturn Moon matrix and basically gets recycled, you know. I do feel like it ties into that, you know? The energies of Saturn also work with the chakra system, you know.
Does it?
Yeah.
See, I was never familiar with that type of shit until Mark like brought it to my attention, and I mean it's interesting and all, but like I feel like the whole like astrology and fucking numerology, like I feel like for me, like sure it can be a guideline and all, but I don't feel like it defines me.
Yeah,
like I feel like I define me, you know, like I tell you what I am, you know, like
yeah. Definitely, it could be almost like a fix, like you're closing yourself to infinite potential that you are, you know, beyond everything that comes with knowledge, because that's knowledge, you know. So you read about it, you learn about it, you're able to basically interpret it and see it basically in people, and it's there, and you know, energies are we're all energetic beings, and I feel like when you do incarnate into a vessel, certain energies are being influenced to the soul personality, but it doesn't defy you to every little extent. How there's doing like how they do the daily zodiacs, you know, and then they have you all figure it out for the day or for the month. This is coming.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all fucking bullshit.
Dude,
for sure.
I remember when Walter Mercado would come on, my mom and my grandma would be like, shh, you know, like this is important shit right here. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
That's what Mexicans actually like astrology.
Yeah.
He never said anything. But I'll check it. Look, check this out. Astrology, you gotta say it does have a lot of truth though.
Dude, that's why I said it's kind of like the Bible. Like the Bible has a lot of truth, but I don't think it's the end all.
Oh, for sure, it's not.
Like that one time where I just remember the other day that fucking O.J. Simpson was what do you call it? Was found innocent from murder.
Yeah.
I said
he practically bragged about it, like after, like like you know, if I would have done it, this is how. He wrote a book that's called "If I Would Have Done It."
Right away, I said to myself, the lawyer had to have been a Libra, and so when I checked his birthday, sure enough, Johnny Cochran is a Libra, yeah.
Fucking Johnny Cochran, dog.
But check it out. So you know, like how Libras are scales and shit. They are the best in politics and shit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So they are the Libras just have an act for I don't know. They just and they're an air sign, so they have the verb too. You know, la labia.
Yeah. Dude, my daughter's pretty swift with her words, dude.
Yeah. Libras are very well coordinated with words because they are an air sign. Eminem, Marshall Mathers, Snoop Dogg,
a lot of rappers,
those guys, rappers are air signs. A lot of rappers are air signs. So air and rap kind of goes
hand in hand,
symbolically goes together. Symbolically, you know what I mean? Eminem is a Libra, yeah. And then they're very pissy too. I don't know. They have like this bipolar thing going on. Like Eminem, like they just get pissed at them. Not all of them, of course, but
they struggle with balance. I have seen it.
Isn't that what it is? They struggle with balance. Yeah.
Even though they symbolize the scales, so it's kind of weird.
It's like contradictory. Yeah, they symbolize balance, but yet they struggle with balance. You know what I mean? And then a lot of times they don't have their feelings on check. You know what I mean? a Libra.
Oh,
But
yeah.
but I have seen a lot of good Libras that do. They're very.
See, that's the thing.
know.
It's like that system is still on like in the basis of knowledge, and if you're gonna close yourself to that paradigm, and that's all you are.
No, you gotta
then-
approach
then-
yourself.
then-
You gotta know how to approach it.
Oh yeah, you're
There you
limiting.
go, see?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're really limiting yourself.
No, you can't just say like, oh, I'm a Leo, so therefore I'm like this. No. It's like I can be many things. You know what I mean? Yeah, like you could say like I'm a Leo, so therefore I carry the energy of a Leo. You know, blah blah. You
You can see the strengths, the weaknesses.
Yeah.
Where you probably have a little bit of flaws, and basically it could be a guide to
Just a guide,
basically
yeah.
basically
Baby,
a
I
guide.
cheated on you. I'm a Leo, dude.
Something like that.
I'm
yeah.
sorry. You know this
it's
is
very
coming.
still on the surface. You know, if you want to get deeper into stuff, you can't be closed down to any system like we were talking about the chakra system, and we were talking about zodiacs and shit. You can't just close yourself to a belief system, you know, because we are infinite beyond
Dude.
anything we know, you know.
When I first discovered that back, I want to say I was probably like a junior or freshman when I was reading the Book of Enoch.
Yeah.
I was like, "Fuck, dude, this whole religion system is structured to fucking keep you in check." Dude, I went into deep thought for like a few days, dude. I think I even felt sad because of like the good things that like religion has. Like, dude, religion turned my grandma into I've never heard her stories, but I could only imagine how crazy she was because she had fucking such like high wisdom of how things worked. And dude, I just visited her hometown, and like there is nothing there that could indicate the shit that she knew. Like I think I got my ability to read a person when they're talking to you from her. Like little certain twitches that happen. Like I noticed that. Like I can tell. I'm not saying like it's like 100%, but I could kind of tell when somebody's lying or bullshitting me.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
You have a
Yeah.
good bullshit meter, basically.
Mhm.
You know? And
And
intuition.
I feel like I got that shit from her.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
she wa-
I do definitely believe our ancestors and everything passes down certain
Certain
gifts,
things,
you know, and even the karma, you know.
Yeah.
the bad stuff and the good
Mhm,
stuff.
and the-
yeah. But definitely we get things from our, you know, our
I-
lineage. You know?
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be reborn through my daughter. Like I feel like either her kids, she's gonna have me again, or her kids are gonna have me. Like,
it's like
So like you'll die and be reborn through her.
into one,
yeah,
through her, yeah.
into the
One
same
of her,
bloodline.
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I do believe that we choose our bloodlines that we incarnate right before we even incarnate. You know.
Have you guys heard of this guy called the Raw Conspiracy? Like he does this. He's even on Instagram. This black dude.
The Raw Conspiracy?
Raw Conspiracy. He's
Uh-huh.
dude.
No,
His
I
fucking
haven't heard
podcasts
it,
are
no.
fucking crazy. Fuck, dude. The only good thing about my old job is like they let me have headphones and like 8 hours minimum. I'd just be listening to fucking different podcasts. Not
Hell
this
yeah,
one though. This
hell
one I
yeah.
can't do that. But when I go run during my lunch, like I was listening to him and he was talking about the soul traps. How
Oh shit! Okay. The soul traps. Yeah.
yeah, like how there's these kids who like they don't go to the soul trap. Like it's pretty much on you to not go into the light.
Yeah.
Like the light is like the construct. Like that's
That's the program.
Yeah, yeah.
Academia program. You know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And he was saying he was saying like dude, I'd seen this YouTube video about that a long time ago, and to this day I can't find it on there anymore. It was a
They get deleted. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
man.
dude.
yeah.
There's so many treasures. Dude.
Yeah.
10
I was
years.
like, oh, it's always gonna
yeah.
be there type
Yeah.
shit. I had it saved on my liked videos, but you know how when it shows you like, oh, this video's been deleted, like
Yeah.
a bunch. You see a bunch of them just fucking deleted. Like
If
that,
I
dude.
would have known, I would have just like deleted the whole thing and just have it stored somewhere.
Yeah.
'cause
Same
you
here.
can't
Yeah,
find-
same here. Yeah, same here. But who would have known?
Everything's getting so censored, bro.
Yeah. Well, they're finally starting to infiltrate the internet.
Yeah.
Dude, from the inception of the internet to maybe like last year or the year before, like that shit was really free range.
Yeah.
Like anything went there. Now I think they got a hold of it.
Yeah, I think COVID
And-
did that, you know, like everybody just kind of speaking out too much. And
Yeah.
shit. They're like, hey, you guys gotta shut the fuck up. You know?
Yeah.
Remember David Icke?
Yeah, David Icke too. That was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
big one.
Oh, that guy,
a lot of people be talking shit that he's like a mason and this and that, and that was all set up. You know,
this guy was talking the same too.
Yeah, it's like, why would you put it 30 or 40 years of information and try to wake up millions of people, if that even more?
Well, what he was saying was, so there's paths you can take that are right, and they want you to take, like, yeah, he's gonna give you a little bit of truth, but he's gonna sway you to a direction where it's gonna lead you from the actual truth. Yeah.
Control opposition.
Yeah.
They'll feed you something because there's a narrative they're trying to push you to, you know?
Alex Jones was talking about that. He's all like, dude, sure, you can call me like a lunatic or whatever, but I'm fighting against a very formidable opponent where they'll use my hungriness for knowledge and lead me to a path so I can lead you to a path, you know, like.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, you can't buy everything someone says. You take a little here, a little there.
Yeah, that's what you
Yeah,
gotta do.
and you can't idolize anybody either. Like, these are just people that, I mean, they've put in so much work though, yeah. But you can't just buy into everything, you know.
Yeah.
But I can't deny the work that he's done though. Like 40.
Oh
years.
hell no! Yeah. David Icke. David
Icke
Icke was.
He woke me up to a lot of shit. You know?
He was one of the early influences when I started getting into all this shit, like fucking
conspiracy.
Yeah. Like,
truth, basically.
Yeah.
I really like that video where he goes to the Royal City and he's like, "Oh, I'm here at the Royal City. I'm here to do this. I'm gonna explain what every single symbol means." And so he's basically going around like the Royal City. You know how they have
He
their
goes
symbols.
into it.
He
He's
goes
like
into
a
it. There's
li-
symbols
he's like
all
a
over.
He's like a library, bro.
Yeah, he's like a library, and he goes into detail to explain what each and every fucking symbol that we see these symbols every day. You know what I mean? But since we see them every day, we don't even think twice to fucking decipher them. We're just we're just there. You know,
they're just there.
They're just there. Yeah.
And you know what's a trip about David? He was a soccer player.
Yeah.
I bet you he got all that. Like, dude, there's like, as a soccer player, you're gonna do a lot of fucking running, dude. And I don't know, like, I think of the trippiest shit when I'm in the middle of my runs, dude. Like, almost like revelations while I'm fucking running.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I feel like I'll just turn off my music and just let my mind run.
It's like you're tapping into like the kind of like the zone mode.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
And in that sense, the mind kind of relaxes. So I think the higher mind or the higher heart, your higher being, kind of just speaks to you even louder. You know, when you're in those kind of moments, you could call it a little bit of meditation. You know.
Yeah,
Like,
hell yeah,
you're
because
meditation.
you're technically breathing
Yeah.
and using your mind at the same time.
Yeah.
So
and you're relaxing
sense,
more than
yeah,
anything.
yeah. Yeah,
So
when I get back from my lunch run, I feel fucking relaxed as fuck back at work and
you got all those good endorphins flowing.
just ready to go, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
You change your clothes though?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I take my bag. Like, dude, the new so they got a locker room in there.
Yeah.
I got my own locker, so it makes it easier.
Oh, that's
to
good.
change.
That's good. Yeah. So this new place is good too.
It's pretty legit, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be getting twacked out no more this time.
No, yeah. Omni was like a government contracted company. So was this one.
Hey, so Renee would slip you a little bag of ish when you were like coming down.
Yeah.
Would you snort it?
No, we had a pipe hidden in the bathroom.
What?
Just go underneath the sink and it was right there.
Oh, fuck, that's
Yeah.
funny. Yeah, that's funny, man.
Dude, Omni was mine and Renee's, dude. Like, we had that shit locked down, man.
Wow.
Fucking Edgar came and fucked it all. I think,
Edgar was a loudmouth, huh?
well, kinda.
Yeah.
But, dude, like, he's gone.
What do you mean?
Like, now he's not dead, but like, he had the life.
Okay.
He had a nice fucking, like, he had a nice apartment. He had a nice fucking car. Like, his father-in-law bought him everything, dog. Like, because he was dating his daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even that wasn't enough for him, dude.
So what happened?
He just went crazy, dude. Like
Like legally
smoking.
insane?
Look, smoking shit is one thing, but smoking shit and selling it at the same time is a fucking rush, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you're not doing it right, you're gonna get caught your first fucking week. no matter like you have to be serious. Like you can't just go, okay, I'm gonna sell and not have a game plan, dude. You have to go in there structured. You have to have plan A through Z. I was always like that. I was like, nah, I don't like if I'm gonna do something, like I'm not gonna get busted.
Right.
Like fuck that. The thought of jail for me is like, might as well kill me.
Yeah.
Like that, like
there's no bitches in there, bro.
Jail's like the worst thing you can do, you know? Like in there, you become an animal, dude.
Yeah.
And like, in order for you to prove yourself, you just got to keep digging yourself deeper and deeper into the system until you can't get out anymore.
Fuck.
And some people start liking it. You know?
Yeah. Some people love that shit.
Yeah.
I don't
like
see how.
Kids. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't see how. I don't fucking
Yeah.
see how at all.
There's no bitches.
They'll be in and
No
out.
bitches,
No
dude.
bitches, bro. Like, why would you
Like-
want to go?
Hey, okay, call me shallow, whatever. But to me, like, I'm like I'm like fucking James Brown. Like, you know, like this is a man's world, but it would be nothing without a woman, dude.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I feel the same.
Like, you need that other. Like, why do you think Adam was so sad? Like the first few whatever days
Whatever it
that he
was,
was
yeah.
created, like he didn't have nothing. He's like, there was some kind of sad, some sad chemical released because he would see like all the like, or at least according to the Bible, he would see like every animal had a pair, like had an opposite of him, and he's like, I'm the only one that didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think they got that creation story from the Sumerian tablets, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Garden of Eden.
Yeah.
The God of Vida. In the God of Vida.
I think I've been in the Garden of Eden in my dreams when I was a little kid. Like, it was.
Imagine a place with a lot of colors. Just trippy.
Yeah, colors that we don't even perceive right now because the mind, like,
Yeah,
it
that we
just
can't perceive.
Like, you think we lost something as soon as Adam ate whatever it was that or ingested? Because it doesn't necessarily say he ate it. He just said he took it. You know.
I do think it's a symbolic story.
It's a metaphor to
Metaphorical
it's
story.
allegory.
Yeah, metaphorical. Shit, I don't know, cause what she ate from the apple of knowledge,
Or
something like
the
that?
tree of good
Knowledge of good and evil.
Knowledge of good and evil. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily say it was an apple.
Yeah.
So she descended because.
Well, did she ascend though? Because sometimes knowledge is also our enemy.
Yeah, it's like one of those things where I feel it's symbolic to the demiurge story of coming from a higher frequency dimension, a higher way of being that the creator had intended this reality to be. And you have a parasite coming in and basically genetically engineered whatever was here at the time evolving.
Yeah.
And then from there, basically coming down to a solid form where you had to feed, you lust for sex, and you basically all those triggers that make basically a human more like animal like, they start building in conflict with one another, you know, and
It's almost inevitable, right?
yeah, it's like kind of like you're a very high level of being, and then you come down to these lower levels of survival, you know, and basically,
It's funny how we're tied like one another, like it makes us like better, but it also drags us down. Because like they say, a human is a social being. Like we need people to be sane and shit.
yeah.
But I
Same
think it
time
also
it
drags us down.
I was talking about
Yeah.
that with Peter today. It is very true. It's like sometimes it's better to be alone, but you can't be alone all the time.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
No, you can't. Yeah.
It's because throughout thousands of years of training us to be a certain way, like it's hard to find those quality people that bring out the best in you.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
That's the chance you're willing to take,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's the chance you got to be willing to take in order to like.
And
I think, thank God I met you guys. You know,
Yeah.
like you guys fucking opened my mind to like different shit. Like shit that like I can't even think of because it's not in my nature to think. So you always definitely need a different set of eyes to show you like real shit. The real smart ones are gonna take it in. A hater's gonna fucking like
just talk
like
shit.
dude, like straight up, we were haters to you when we were kids, dude. Like there was something in you, and like the primitive side of us drove us to make fun of you and shit. Like that yeah, like literally that's what it was though. Like, you know, like we were being dicks.
Who?
Like me, fucking Ivan, like all the like.
Well, Ivan used to bully Peter a lot, and me, man.
Yeah, like me, dude. I was a piece of shit too because I just stood there and like, you know, like didn't do anything.
Yeah. Nah, I mean it's tough, you know, because you try to be a good guy, but a lot of times like they'll perceive that kindness for weakness.
Definitely, dude. They definitely
in Santa
do.
Ana especially. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
we grew up in Santa Ana, bro. You know what I mean? Like we shouldn't even be talking about this shit, you know. But what do most people in Santa Ana talk about? Like
fucking drugs, gangs, fucking stupid shit. Yeah.
No, but honestly, there's, you know, I think every single person in this world is interesting. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think there's, you know, I still find myself every now and then, not as much anymore, but whenever I meet somebody, there's like a prejudice, or you're like calculating them. You know what I mean? You're like scoping them up and down, and I keep telling myself, "Hey, fucker, that's an old fucking habit you have. Stop that, man." I want you to seek this person out. I want you to see what kind of what kind of personality this person has within. You know, when we get to know each other and stuff, it helps us grow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When we get to know each other and accept each other, you know what I mean?
I agree.
I believe that when you open the heart and share space, I see de veras, you know, and from the heart, not wanting to gain anything from that person, but just sharing the space. I think that is what God created. Well, not created, but basically His intention or His plan was for us to integrate, share space, and learn from one another. You know, because it's well, you have all these other systems that it's really about status, you know, and it's more of the ego, you know, and I feel like when you're opening yourself up, like you don't have an idea or that fear, because we always have that fear of opening up because we've been hurt, and your mind records everything, so like you have a new set of people in the present moment. And you wanna do like that and open your heart up, but your mind says no. Like you know, these people, you know, it analyzes every situation, it quantifies it, and then at the same time, it starts like basically closing your heart down. You know.
Right.
So like when you have an empty mind, you don't really like basically like think about it too much. You know, you just trust. You know. And if they want to express themselves in a certain way, like they want to express that energy, like, you know, they fucking you up when you're opening up and you're expressing your heart, and then that's on them, you know. That's their journey. That's what they want to express.
Right.
But you can continue on being who you are, you know, and try to open up your heart, you know, because literally I feel that's what we're fighting is in the spiritual war that I believe is very real, is basically everybody doesn't have that heart, you know, and that love.
The first step to fighting the spiritual war is by saying, "All right, guys, group hug, group hug."
That's what it is.
Touch swords.
Group hug. Come on, guys.
Swords.
Hey, wait.
Hey, you too. Come over here.
Right now, the popular meme right now, I don't know if you guys have seen, is like the whole NPC player, like where they have people like walking around like those non-playable characters in like a game. Do you like, obviously it's a meme, but I've always tripped out how people like, I'm not saying like I'm special or anything like that, but like when I see certain shit and I'm all like, and somebody tells me like I've never even thought about it that way. Do you think there's some people that just like walk around and don't think they're like the main character in their own game?
That's a good question.
That is a very good question.
There are very humble people out there, man.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Very humble people out there that literally live for others.
Yeah.
Dude, those are the real winners in my book, man, I think. Because, like, how could you walk around life being concerned more for others than yourself? You mean?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. So.
Yeah, that is great. Yeah, because, dude, I'll tell you right now, I'm a selfish motherfucker, dude. Like,
yeah, me too.
They're like, that's just how it is.
That's hey, everybody is.
A lot of people.
We've been conditioned for millennia,
especially here in the United States, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say maybe like up to 10 years ago, like I honestly like didn't really give a fuck about anything or anyone, but like me getting ahead, you know, like having kids kind of changes that, but like still, you know.
Yeah, no.
Still,
We gotta be real, and that's true.
I mean,
I feel very self-centered también.
I think, I mean,
yeah. And we
that's
just,
how it is.
We just
how
have,
it is.
and to fake that, you can't just be like, oh yeah, I'm about people and blah blah blah, this and that. But at the same time, we all have that, you know.
Yeah.
Because it's what makes us our experience valid, you know, that we exist and others exist, and I believe that there is the lower ego, but at the same time, the higher ego has to do with more of a way of being, you know, like a certain energetic signature that nobody else will ever have, because that's what you are, you know. And that to me, it's not ego, but you could call it ego, you know. It's like we have this conversation right now and in this podcast, and you know, we're speaking, and we're basically at a certain level have accumulated certain experiences and knowledge of who we are as a person, you know.
Oh shit, my bad. Do you think this moment is forever now? Like a memory can attach itself to DNA and then pass it along to my or my future ancestors or whatever you call them, my descendants, or is that the right word?
Memories are carried through DNA.
Yeah, hell
yes,
yeah.
Yes, yeah. Memories are carried through DNA.
Dude, these
Yeah, that's why
I don't know about you, but I was born with traumas.
Well, they say that in the epigenetics, like they scientifically have calculated that we carry 15 generations of trauma in our and what makes our marinated genetics, you know. So whatever you feel, it's not only just coming from you, your trauma, your experience, because the mind records everything, even the shit that we don't consciously know that we saw as a little kid.
The mind is like the strongest processor, like it's the strongest computer.
Yeah, it just starts picking up everything subconsciously since you're a little kid, and we already have to deal with that, plus whatever, plus whatever came 15 generations of grief,
Damn,
you know, fear.
If it isn't work trying to push us to the limit, it's life itself.
Yeah,
like, hey, man,
bro.
Hey, plus traumas you've had in past lives.
Oh yeah.
Plus
bro.
all that shit.
Hey, you know,
That
since
shit's
that
marinating
Saturday
in
when
us.
we hung out, like whatever we spoke about, like shifted something. Like, dude, I've been having like such like lucid dreams this past week.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
Like fuck.
good.
What kind of dreams?
Something like sometimes they're weird. Like
Does it involve a man?
He's like a lot of cocks up my ass for sure.
He's a dark, handsome man. He's rather tall.
He's a beautiful.
Mark. No,
It's Mark.
it's Mark.
It's like, in my dreams, I have a English accent.
Hello, Nesta. It's me. And I have an English accent in your dream. Let's carry on.
Yeah, it's fucking
Now,
dude.
do you ever have these conversations with your significant other?
Anyway, what were we saying?
I asked you if you have conversations about spiritual things, I guess, with your significant other.
No, not really. No. We I mean, kind of, but not this deep.
Oh, okay. Not
Bro,
this deep.
I got honestly, I don't even get a chance to talk to anybody this deep.
Oh, okay.
Like
okay.
lately, it's just been work.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
Yeah. Even with her, she's got school.
Just school.
She just got into nursing school, and it's like
There's no room for those conversations.
not right now.
Yeah, I understand.
But
yeah.
you can't like you can't also like be waiting for the time. I gotta make time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time for
Yeah,
everything.
it seems like everybody's
Time for
like
everything.
it's hard to make time for anybody
Right now,
Yeah.
and that's
even
not-
30
yeah.
minutes to an hour, you'll be lucky, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
dude. Yeah.
Like the fucking routine is fucking monstrosity.
Yeah.
It's like you wake up, go to work, fucking you come back, shower, or if you have
Work
time
out.
to work out,
Yeah.
prep your meals, and then that's
Yeah.
your day, bro.
Yeah.
But again, that's why it's structured this way. So we kind of get disconnected from all
Yeah,
that. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
because these kind of conversations and sharing the space and actually listening and caring to what others have to say and actually caring to listen. Because usually when people listen, they listen not that good. Yeah.
They're listening, but they're not listening. You
They're
know?
also
Like, yeah.
projecting. When they hear, they hear through a very dense
filter.
filter of everything that they've recorded. You know, so
Yeah.
all these prejudice and biased opinions come into play when you're hearing the person out. You know, so nobody really is that good.
It's
of a
not real
listener.
hearing. Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
real listening.
Because
It's-
when one listens, he just does that. He doesn't do anything else. So he just listens. He wouldn't even probably has much to say about it. You know, he just listen.
Yeah, I had my aunt tell me once, like, oh, like when we were talking, like I literally, like, when I'm listening to somebody, I won't say anything. I want to hear the whole story. And she's all like, oh, mijo, no sé si me estás si no estás diciendo nada porque estás aburrido o porque estás poniendo atención a lo que estoy diciendo.
Yeah.
And I told her, I'm like, I'm trying to listen to everything you're saying. I'm trying not to
Yeah,
interrupt you, you
yeah.
know? I'm trying to find a true understanding
Yeah.
of what you're, because she was telling me something about her personal life and like what I thought. And I thought it was weird because I had barely turned 18. And my aunt, I have a deep respect for my aunt. She lives in Mexico now. She's the person I went to stay at when I was over there.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah. She reminds me a lot about like my grandma and shit. She's like almost the same. She pretty much looks the same, kind of acts the same, and she's just as smart as. Well, she has experience, life experience, and that gives her a different kind of knowledge. But I was more surprised that she was like asked me what I thought about, like, because up until then I always thought she thought I was just some little kid, you know. And like I that kind of shit like kind of like brightens my day because fucking like they obviously think that I know something. You know, I don't know jack shit. I just think I know shit, you know. Yeah, but I don't know why I was talking about that.
no, I'm sure.
Yeah,
you-
it's good. It's good.
yeah, I'm sure you know something.
Yeah.
But you were saying we were talking about taking a trip to Cambodia, and you were saying something.
Oh, Cambodia,
I would love to go to Cambodia and Vietnam and all those places. The places.
Vietnam. Yeah. I had she was a friend, and I like, dude, it was weird. Like this whole debate about like left and right and fucking abortion and non-abortion. Like I've literally lost friends because of it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
But wait a minute. When was this debate?
This was like last 2 years ago, maybe a year ago.
And
Yeah,
so how did
this debate was about like owning guns and being like she was pro like getting guns outlawed and taking them away by force, and I was like, nah, I don't think that's, you know, like
Bro, I've been
Yeah,
hearing someone.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
and
stupid,
like
bro. Fuck.
she left America and went to Vietnam.
Uh-huh.
She lives there now. And fucking, she was saying, you know, like, she liked communism better than, like, I was like, damn, that's trippy because communism is literally, like, the biggest, like, dictatorship you can
Yeah,
think
it's
of, you know?
dictatorship.
Like,
It's like someone is ruling.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're usually not good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Like, I've talked to people, I'm like, yeah, I don't know, communism, I guess, in theory, works, but you've seen how it happens and shit. Like, I think all the isms are fucking stupid.
all the isms,
Yeah.
yeah. Fuck.
All isms are ideologies, you know?
Yeah.
You could just put an ism to anything and you're making an idea and some motherfucker will buy it, you know?
Yeah.
We should have a chief though. Hey, chief. Hey,
What do you do? What do you want?
what do you want, kid? I want to know about why you're chief. Don't ask me no stupid questions.
I love bad bitches. That's my fucking problem.
I heard that track and that was it.
When I die, I want you to play that on loop over and over again.
and smoke 'em the holy pipeth. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, what do Native Americans like smoking?
Okay, so they would smoke
Meth?
organic tobacco. Meth, this guy. Well, they do now. Hey,
Now, yeah.
They do
Fuck
now.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
No
now that-
offense.
Yeah.
Peyote.
Yeah.
He's like, we used to smoke holy tobacco. Now we smoke meth.
Dude, can you imagine, like here, like the North America, South America, before fucking Europeans
I was just thinking
came?
about that, dude. I mean, it was.
It was pretty much like Avatar, right?
But nah, here's the thing. There was also a lot of corruption in it too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was more natural though than the other side
Yeah.
in the east, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe that there's gonna be corruption, but it's much better. Like
It was
like
more
you said,
natural, though.
I believe
It
it
was
was
more
like
natural.
Avatar. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
There was an awareness to the balance of nature. You know?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
They would listen to nature. They would listen to their bodies. They would listen to themselves, and that's what the society was based on. Yeah.
Can you imagine how much like history there is that we aren't being told about? You know, like fuck, like
Oh fuck.
like I'm pretty sure like the natives here, like throughout all the Americas, like knew how to space travel and time travel.
They
and
would
do all
talk
that.
about
yeah.
those. I mean, they would talk about those things.
Yeah.
The great spirit in the sky. You know, they
The
would talk
great
about
spirit, Squanto.
It's quantum. Nah,
they're
but
very connected to
Very
the
connected.
spirits, you know, and
Yeah,
to
yeah.
nature. you
but
know?
also in their cave drawings, they would sketch or they would doodle fucking like UFOs and shit.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah. And then the beast or the creatures that would come out of the UFOs, they would sketch those too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Wow. And so much is being held.
Fuck yeah.
Even
Those governments were I bet you were holding their people shit. Like I feel like you can destroy the earth so many times. There's always gonna be a set of people that are gonna fucking corrupt it. It's kind of like like in the Matrix when Smith
Always.
is talking to Neo, telling him like, if you're gonna have a good, you have to have a bad. Like he's inevitable. Like
yeah.
if he's created, then Smith is created to balance out the power.
It's like
Yeah.
it's those programs that never leave, bro. And
Yeah.
like honestly, like they'll wipe them out. Like throughout times, there's been major wipeouts. Who's there to set the establishment back? You know, who's there to start civilization back from square
It's
one?
those, right?
Yeah.
It's those things.
And this is where we're all here. I believe I can't prove this, or there's no book for you to read that you can find this out, but I truly believe that we're all incarnate at this time to witness its final like come down, you know?
Yeah.
Like honestly,
I've been saying it since 2005, man.
yeah. Oh, definitely, bro. Like
Yeah.
I feel it in my heart, and I'm like, bro, you know what I mean? Like enough, you know?
Yeah.
I fucking strap those boots on every day. I'm like, fuck. It's just fucking tough, dude. Like,
Yeah.
like just working for a system every day, the same shit. You know, you getting paid shit. At the end of the day, inflation. You get tired, bro.
Yeah.
You know? And
The
honestly,
dude, right now is the biggest fuck on like the American people, like I believe like that we'll ever witness. Like this, right, dude. Right now we're getting fucked, dude. Like
Yeah.
they're fucking they're se la están jalando, dude.
yeah, güey, se la están
Yeah.
jalando big time,
Big
bro.
time. Like
And-
it was
and
pretty
they're
bad in
just-
2008, but fuck, right
Yeah.
now it's like,
Yeah.
dude. I had lunch on Friday, and it, like what I normally would get that you like. Even like 3 years ago, it cost me like about even $15 is expensive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But now it cost me $20
What was that?
Yep.
at Chipotle.
Oh, Chipotle.
What did you
Oh,
get? Wait. You got the queso sauce too.
No.
A bowl and chips and a drink.
Bowl, yeah,
That's what it is, yeah.
What?
Bowl, chips, and drink.
Oh, and drink. I
Yeah.
usually my shit usually costs anywhere from like $13 to $15.
Yeah, mine.
My
cost-
shit
yeah.
costs like 14, 15, but that's just a bowl with chips. But I do believe they're franchise, so it's like they'll have different prices according to the area, no? Like
Really?
if you have like a white area, they probably
They raise the prices
it
up,
a
yeah.
couple, like
Yeah.
maybe $1, you know?
Yeah, I got that from. I think it's considered Anaheim or Anaheim Hills.
No,
Yeah.
órale, por
Yeah.
eso.
Yeah.
You're in the hills, bro.
Yeah, bro. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, fuck, I'm fucking hungry, you know.
Yeah.
I only got a 30-minute lunch, so fucking. I was like, fuck, I'm not gonna go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
And
just
it's so
fucking-
hard to even cook a meal. Like we were talking
Yeah.
about time and making time for people. You don't even have time to
I
cook a healthy meal.
usually for me on Fridays it's been a thing where like since I was a kid, like my mom didn't cook Thursday night, so she was like, oh, here's money, like after school go get yourself something to eat and shit.
Yeah.
Even now my girl kind of picked that up too, where she's like she won't cook Thursday and we'll go out, like me and her will go out and eat, and we'll leave. Either she'll cook something for the kids, but for us, like we'll go get something to eat on like outside and shit.
All right.
Just a tradition.
So
Yeah.
tradition.
Yeah, but other than that, Monday through Thursday, we fucking she cooks. I don't cook. Like that's
She
not
get
my
down
thing.
on the kitchen room.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, thank God. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, that is the lottery nowadays. The fucking girls, They don't even know how to microwave shit. I
Fuck, dude.
So it just seems like the society is kind of corrupting women more and more, and with the social media and technology and everything.
They're okay. So the
Which is
reason.
fucked up though, because like I mean, I get it, dude. Like, yeah, empower yourself. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, no.
When-
There's
you know.
nothing with there's nothing wrong with empowerment, but this is crossing the line.
Yeah,
you know?
power corrupts, man.
They're fucking one of the
Absolute power.
one of the ways to destroy a society or make it fall is to corrupt the women first.
Well,
You know what I
I mean, they've also stated that like I've heard it from numerous sources where they say that like towards the end of a civilization, like these like whole like gay factor and like the whole like binary, non-binary, like fucking
the
pronouns.
programs?
Yeah, like that is always tied in with the fall of a civilization, dude.
It's probably like an ancient
It's-
program.
It's like I'm gonna turn everyone gay.
50,000 years ago, you got a caveman, and then they started turning gay.
They start. I don't know. They just start going.
Or like in year one, you seen that guy? Like,
Oh, yeah.
La la daughter el otro güey, y luego el otro güey se va a
Yeah,
dormir.
what's his name? Jeremy Piven.
But remember, Michael Cera. He's like, I'm not gay. No, I'm not gay. Michael Cera and shit. But he was dressed like a golden boy or some shit.
Oh no, that was when they got into Gamora,
That was fucking
and they had the eunuch.
Fuck,
The
dude,
eunuch
yeah.
was having Michael Cera rub oil all over his body.
Oh
or
yeah,
whatever.
that's true. Yeah. What kind of shit is that?
I mean, he
Like-
had the balls in his fucking necklace.
Oh my
Dude,
God,
I thought
don't
that
know,
movie was
man.
hilarious,
No, it
dude.
is.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
very funny.
The chick that Michael Cera's trying to fucking bang,
yeah,
she's pretty
yeah.
fucking hot, dude. I was gonna
I was gonna say.
she comes out in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World too.
The ending of Civilization, Mark. Remember? You were saying.
But and then I was gonna talk about
Yeah,
Que te la picates?
shit.
well, the very.
Oh yeah, I remember. So isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy? And when you just fathom this, how there are women who are making more money than any honest, hardworking man,
My girl makes more money than I do.
but by showing off their bodies on the internet.
OnlyFans, man.
OnlyFans.
I mean, they're practically trying to do what we're trying to do here.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, a lot of these
No, but
women
except-
need psychological help.
except-
dude, if they
thing-
got the body, what the fuck? Like,
No,
yeah.
I don't discourage. Así que they don't do it. If we were
No,
party girls,
no.
and
I
party,
forget it's more power-
I don't
more power
discourage
to
it
you,
either.
dude. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just saying, isn't it crazy though?
That's
No,
still,
but
dude.
I
Have you ever had to edit a video? Have you ever had to fucking get the right algorithm? That shit's hard work, dude.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
Not hard labor, but it's
Yeah.
hard work.
hard. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
But I do feel as them being a mirroring to the embodiment of this planet, which is the feminine. I do believe them being in feminine form. They should respect the body, and they should respect the moral principle that comes to incarnating the female aspect. You know.
But isn't respect like an opinion type thing?
It could be.
Yeah, like-
It could be a prejudice. You know, what is opinion? Like, you know, what is right or what is wrong? You know, there's so many
That's- yeah, yeah.
ideologies that come into
So
the
in
mind.
between, so much in between that.
But to me, it's just like, yeah, you could be a model and get paid for it. It's fine. But if you're doing porn and shit like that's a different level, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
I guess
even-
OnlyFans,
yeah.
it's not that bad. We're just kind of like hating because we're struggling out here. you know?
Fuck yeah.
Actually, a lot of these women. And I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them. It seems like they need psychological help. Like they need therapy. You know what I mean,
Yeah, and
Well, it's probably just because they're. Believe it or not, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not hard to believe, but fucking a lot of them are tied with like fucking molestation when they were little girls and shit like that.
Yeah.
They're carrying
it's
traumas.
true. Yeah, it's true.
And then
yeah.
you can see them, those traumas being projected into that kind of behavior, you know? Because, look, I'm not saying that I wouldn't or I would, but if I was a girl, I'll be kind of shy to even, like, you know, to make myself, you know, make a living through that field, you know?
It'd be hard. Like, I was telling like,
As a man, even
Yeah,
as
like-
a man, you
dude.
know, I'm supposed to be more masculine than them, you know?
if my friends found out that my mom was doing fucking an OnlyFans, I'd get fucking roasted every fucking day. I hate my mom.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
That's what I'm saying.
And
Like,
that's why
yeah,
it's not a great thing.
It's not good.
It's not a great
Yeah.
thing. If it was such a great thing, everyone would be doing it. You know what I mean? Well, you know.
I mean, hey, they got the bodies to do it. Like I said, more power to you. But like everything comes with a consequence, man. Like I said, dude.
Of course.
Like
Look,
my friends, or if you're like any of your guys' mom, dude. Like I'm using that every day. Like, hey, look, I'm fucking. Your
I'm
mom,
also
here you
checking
go.
it out.
Hey,
Yeah.
But
Fuck yeah.
what also comes with that? Let's say a girl like does a fucking OnlyFans, right? She gets all fucking big. She gets all this cash flow.
Yeah.
What happens to her mind though? Like it starts fucking going through different avenues and like basically forgets her true path.
It's like you said,
spiritual path. You know, like,
next step is porn.
and yeah,
But they pay you well in porn.
Yeah, and respecting their themselves, you know, because honestly, I don't know. It's a tough one, bro. Like there's so many things that you could say, but ultimately we can't judge them.
No,
No.
fuck
Ultimately,
yeah.
we cannot judge anybody, anyone, and
Yeah.
it's
We
like
could just talk about it and be free about
speculate
it.
it.
Yes,
Yeah, speculate on it.
but it's their body at the end, and they do have a right, you know.
Yeah.
That's the same thing with
we were
with,
talking about abortion. We were talking about abortion, how-
I think it's wrong, but I also think
it's-
it's wrong to tell a person they can't do it.
Yeah, I went into detail last time about why I thought it was wrong. But again, it's like, but then again, we were talking about those orphanariums and shit. How the orphanages, how it's like those are fucked up too. So it's just fucked up altogether, man. We need this shit to come to an end very, very soon. I think that's the only, there's no other way
It's like,
around it. I mean,
fuck, it's coming to an end, and I'm finally getting my shit together, man.
I've seen that meme or something.
Yeah. It's like, fuck.
fuck, dude.
Literally, like everything is like, look, of course, I could always have more money, but if I were to die tomorrow, like, I mean, fuck yeah, like it would suck not seeing, but like, I think like being happy is the truest form of living this life, and like,
Yeah,
it's
man.
hard, fuck yeah, it's hard as fuck, but I'm happy, you know, like,
Being at peace. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
not
follow.
even being at peace. Like being at peace sounds like you're settling. Like I'm happy, dude. Like all the trial runs and trials and fucking every time I've fallen and had to get up, like it's all worth it, dude.
Yeah.
It's definitely all worth it.
Yeah, cause when we use language and like it's kind of tricky, cause you'll say, just be at peace, and the mind right away thinks like, oh, certain things, but you should be at peace, but at the same time strive and échale ganas, you know, like basically be a fighter, cause our parents have been fighters. They came over here.
Oh yeah, and they had
fighters,
way
yes,
they had way
fight,
less.
fight.
They had way
But here's
less
the
to
thing.
work with.
Our fight is different from their fight.
Yeah.
Okay. But we still have to carry on that fight. You know what I
And
mean?
we have to honor their fight
honor their fight, dude.
by basically.
It's like
what's the word?
they're passing the baton to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By recognizing our fight, también, you know, we honor their fight.
Yeah.
I
dude.
believe so, yeah. Like, you know, I'm not gonna waste it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even to talk about this kind of stuff, it takes time. It takes the luxury of maybe even doing some drugs to expand your mind a little bit in the beginning.
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
need them. You don't need them, but they could be extremely useful.
Oh yeah.
In the
No,
beginning,
fuck yeah,
especially because
yeah.
your mind's so conditioned into five senses, you know, in the space that it holds. So anything that could step you outside of that space is an expansion of your awareness to something that you weren't aware before. So I do believe that that they have use. That you don't need them, but honestly, it is
temporary. They're
it is
temporary.
a luxury that it was passed down through our parents' effort.
I don't
And
think
we're-
it was our parents' fault though, because I think I mean I'm pretty sure there's fucking documents about this, but I feel like in the 60s and 70s was the biggest like infrastructure of like of the common people. Like, dude, I'm telling you, my mom had the biggest misconception about weed. She was like, she thought weed was the worst shit
Like
you could
heroin?
do.
Yeah,
until she
my
met,
mom-
until she found out about heroin with my
Yeah,
uncle.
yeah.
She was like, oh, like
My mom's the same
Yeah,
way,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Like she'll think like, in the beginning she thought like weed was like
the worst. Yeah, the worst ever you could do and shit. Like,
like
fuck
cul-
cocaine.
cultural
Yeah, fuck,
program,
yeah, fuck
yeah.
like weed.
Una vez que
Well,
ya
it's 'cause-
caen marihuanos, ya ahí
No,
queda.
it's 'cause
Yeah.
it's not really
It's
not really the using of it. I think it's because at least where my mom's from, she said it was selling it. Like selling it over there was a big thing, and people actually died because of like territory and like, you know, like.
But it
just
was actual weed. It wasn't
was
like
weed that they were
cocaine.
selling. Yeah. Like when she was there, she said it was weed. Like cocaine was barely coming in.
Oh shit.
And but yeah, when we went back, that shit's running. That shit, like the hard drugs are running. I think meth is over there now.
I
Big time.
feel any drug in itself, it's just a neutral thing. You give it a polarity by, like, let's say, corrupting yourself, wanting to steal from your parents, others, and then just becoming a piece of shit through wanting to just
maybe those older ones
getting your next fix. You know?
Meth and stealing is like goes hand in hand.
Yeah, for sure, bro. It's here in Santa, todos los cholitos, all the homeless cholitos. They're just scoping around.
Maybe, crack too, for sure. Crack too.
Oh, I feel heroin. You lose your will to keep going, bro.
Yeah,
let's say your will to fight.
You're just contempt of just being there.
That fire to still want to exist.
Not eating, dude. I see so many people sleeping in the most random spots. With the sun hitting their face and their whole bodies.
Bro.
You know what I mean? It's like you really just decided to sleep there, man. You know what I mean?
They probably feel
it
cold.
Feels like a movie, bro. When I see that, I'm like, fuck, I can't believe
Especially when you see somebody that you know.
Yeah.
You're like, oh fuck, I went to school with that guy, or like, oh fuck, that's my.
Oh yeah, but crazy how we were talking about people just sleeping everywhere.
Yeah, we could change it up real quick. What's the most important thing to kind of say, or if you want to close down something?
I want to say que me la jalo muchísimo.
Yo me la jalo, hombre.
Como 10 veces al día. Que
sí,
como para la quinta vez ya me está saliendo puro polvo.
Te sale sangre, güey.
Me duele el pito, güey.
Cuando ya no se me para, me tomo un Viagra, güey, y me jalo otra vez.
You force your dick to go overtime. Like, ese güey se quiere dormir, pero le doy Viagra al güey. Es como si le di una pinche línea al cabrón.
También me echo una línea, güey.
Ey, güey, te has ponido bien duro en el pito, güey, que te duele, güey. Así es como me pongo yo, güey. Bien empitado.
Siempre me duele, güey. Siempre duele, güey.
Mira, güey, cuando te miro que se te para, güey, a mí también se me para.
Pero no soy gay, güey, ¿ok? Nomás así como camarada, güey.
Así como camarada güey.
Dude, why are compas so, like, gay?
A lot of paisas are gay, dude.
Yeah,
That's
dude, like,
crazy shit, dude.
Man, those will be fucking pigs out there, homie. Like,
yeah. Like they make fun of like fucking they make fun of like Middle Eastern guys, but I'm like, motherfuckers, you guys be fucking cows and shit too. So like, dude, I once was kicking it at Los Cristales.
Yeah.
Dude, this dude walks in with like this fucking... no doubt. No fucking doubt. That's a fucking tranny, dude.
Yeah.
And this dude's like walking in like he's got the hottest chick. I mean, maybe for him it was the hottest chick. You know, I can't hate on him, but he was like... I'm convinced he thought that was a girl. But you can clearly see that it wasn't, though. Unless, like I said, that was his thing. Like, whatever. That's cool. Like,
maybe he was that fucked up.
Yeah. That's why I was... what's it called? That cultural tradition... to just, like, I guess Mexicans, Salvadoreños, Hondureños.
All Central America.
The masculine energies. Que yo cojo, yo cojo culos, güey. A mí nadie me coge.
I've always had, dude, I've always had, like, I don't even like fucking chicks in the ass. Like, I don't know, it just, I don't like it.
Yeah, unless it's a real fine girl, no?
Not even. Nah, fuck no, dude. Like, I don't know, like, I feel like that's what the pussy's for. I feel like the ass... whatever gender it is. That's just me though. Like I feel like that's gay.
It's for pooping.
It's
no. A lot of people say the ass is a dirty place, but I'll still fuck her.
I mean, to each his own. You know, that's cool.
También a Marcos, güey.
Marcos cada día.
Ese güey tiene un culo, güey, que te sientes bien chingón, güey.
No está tan aguado, pero no está tan apretado tampoco.
Lo agarras del Vini, güey.
Lo agarras y si no tiene Vini, así con el pelo. Se lo amarras bien machín.
No mames.
Se le tuerce los ojos, güey.
No mames.
Nah, but I mean, definitely, I do feel like, ¿cómo se llama? That cultural conditioning with the, ¿cómo se llama? Latino, pues, basically, countries. They all had to do with this masculine energy que they cogen, you know, and si no coges, you're weird, you know, like what's up with that?
Yeah, like my homie's dad was like always telling me, yo cuando tenía 12 años tenía las viejas alineadas afuera de mi casa, güey. Tú aquí con puro pinche,
puro pinche vato,
con puro pinche vato. I was like, dude, we're friends. What the fuck?
Exactly.
We're 12.
12? What the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah, this one was like saying like, by 12 he already had the chicks lined up to his house. Like, You know, like which one was gonna take their turn next and shit. I'm like, all right, sure you did, buddy. Look at where you ended up, in a fucking garage, dog.
Was that dude's dad?
I mean, I was trying not to say his name, but sure.
All right.
Yeah.
He's over here just
man.
being. He's just talking about his ass in the fucking garage and shit. They actually kicked him out of the house and forced him into the garage, and that was because he didn't want to leave. Like,
Like, yo no voy a ninguna pinche parte,
but
yo
they,
aquí me quedo.
but they kicked him out of the house.
Ah, bueno, pues, me voy al garaje, güey.
Okay, pero aquí estoy.
Yeah. Yo no me voy a ir a ningún pinche lado, aquí vivo yo.
So was she seeing anyone? The mom?
Oh, yeah, I mean,
She was seeing guys.
she was
huh?
seeing somebody from where I used to, that first job I was
that's
telling you
true.
about.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah, dude, I remember, dude, I was fucking hammered, like at the fucking Christmas party.
Yeah.
And I saw her there, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, she's,
Oh.
yeah,
What do you
so-
mean? You were drunk?
Yeah, well, at the Christmas parties, we get fucking hammered, don't we? Everybody. And shit.
Everybody,
but you
even
too?
Esther, yeah.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
was
you-
young. He was like 19, 20.
Yeah, I was 19. Yeah. I used to drink a lot when I was fucking, even before 21. Once I hit 21 and it was like legal, like I was like, I'm done.
I think it's fucked up how
Legal
cultural
now.
conditioning has set up, like, you know, Mexicans thinking, like, you know, their kids are the worst for smoking weed.
Dude,
And
yeah,
everybody
yeah.
gets drunk as fuck,
Yeah.
and they crash
let 'em get
cars.
drunk, yeah.
They
Yeah.
fucking
That's normal.
act like fucking slobs and
Yeah.
act like pieces of shit and fight, you know?
Yeah, dude, my mom's gotten to like the point where like I could smoke around her and she won't say she's like, oh yeah, I mean I've seen him at his worst, you know, like
I
this is
feel,
nothing. Yeah,
It's more noble, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they're
Well,
more chill,
eventually, a lot of moms get to just kind of accept the weed. I mean,
yeah, because they
Yeah.
see us with like how we look on fucking
but
meth, on
everything else
crack,
and
on
they're-
fucking
I know,
whatever.
they're just smoking
Like me and Mark, this time, like fucking 13 years ago, we'd be on a fucking sick one, dude, from
Yeah.
Friday.
it just sucked that he had to work. You know, like
Yeah.
I didn't work, man, but I would stay up for
Yeah,
like
he
2
would wait
weeks.
for me like Friday afternoon, and
yeah.
like as soon as I got home, he'd hit me up. I'd shower real quick, and we just sometimes we'd end up in TJ.
Yeah,
Fucking,
yeah.
we'd fucking party over there,
Yeah.
or we'd fucking be kicking it at Diego's or just parties,
Something,
random
son.
parties. Yeah, just
We would be on
party
something, and it was
every
cool. It was
weekend,
fucking cool.
every weekend.
It
just
was the
partying.
shit. Yeah,
This was like 18, 19?
Yeah, I was.
we
like
were
18,
19.
he
I was 19.
he was
Nestor
19. I was 20. Yeah.
And it was a shit, homie.
That's
Yeah,
so-
just
that's
like-
every day. Like
Yeah.
we like Friday night party, go
Yeah,
home
yeah.
for like a few hours. Probably like Mark would do his thing, shower, and then hit me back up like around 12, 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Just back at it again.
Back at
dude.
it, yeah.
Sunday, same shit. And then I had to go to, like he said, I had to go to work. So
I'd probably
Fucking-
spend the
yeah.
whole night jacking off,
Yeah.
and then hit you up when I was finished.
Yeah.
And shit.
then we go fucking party again, dude. Just party. It's like that fucking Sonic Youth song. Party,
Shit.
party
Yeah,
every day.
Shit. Hey, Sonic Youth, huh? Yeah.
They forever changed my view with like the way they fucking wrote their songs, the way they tuned their guitars, like forever changed the way my view of what music could sound. Yeah. Like all those weird noises were like a lot of my friends were like, "What the fuck you listening
It's
to?"
not
I'm
for
like,
everyone.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
not
like,
for
dude,
everybody.
like
It's not for everybody.
the intricacy of that, like
Yes.
you just hear sounds, but I
Yeah.
hear this guy making the sounds like with
Yeah.
his guitar. Like a guitar should not sound like that, you know? Like
Yeah.
like it's fucking crazy.
And
dude.
they're lit. They're on shit. I
And
mean,
they're dude,
yeah.
biggest pussies in the world, dude.
All right.
Like, dude, like these guys are all like, get the vaccine. You can't come to my fucking show. Like, same with Rage Against the Machine, dude. It's like,
Fuck.
damn, forget about
Fucking
fuck
sellouts,
you,
huh?
fuck you. I won't do what you tell me. It's like, fuck you, do what they tell you now. It's like, damn, dude. Like all my favorite bands are all like pussies and shit. I bet you Cobain was like that too.
You know what?
Yeah, it's a good thing he went out the way he did, because it's
Yeah.
good.
It all ties
Shit,
down with I think that music industry, no?
Yeah.
Being demonically kind of influenced.
And like I feel like look, punk is a cool
Genre?
it's a cool genre too for sure, but it's like
Fucking
the,
80s
like the
punk,
society
huh?
the society is like, I get it, but they're too self-inflicting, like they literally keep each other down.
You know what, dude? When I was young, I gravitated towards punk way because I
didn't like the people
Yeah.
around it. Like
No,
I felt
no,
like
the
they were
people,
too they were too like
they're
dog eat
scumbags,
dog.
dude. like
dog eat dog world, dude. Like
I
type
don't know,
shit.
I don't know, but
Nah, the punks are scandalous in Santa Ana.
and
Yeah, dude,
here in,
every-
in Santa Ana, way,
Everywhere, dude.
they're just fucking
They're
like wanting
trying
to
to-
belong, way,
Yeah.
and they didn't represent something that went really. Look, cause I resonated towards punk and gravitated towards because it was about fucking the system and realizing that we are oppressed. And wanting to basically exploit that, you know, and
Fuck
really,
yeah, hell yeah. But then you go hang out and all they're gonna want to do is get fucked up. That's it.
They just get fucked up.
Yeah.
They don't expand to what degree they're being oppressed on.
Yeah.
No, they
They
do
just
not.
know they're being oppressed, but
yeah,
like
yeah. They'll say it's the government, and they just leave it to that. Get drunk and just
No.
steal from their
Yeah.
friends, fuck their girlfriends,
Yeah,
act
yeah.
like stupid dumb shits. You know?
Yeah,
Like,
they
like,
say
dumbass
no.
shit.
They say it's from the government, but yet they're taking fucking like they're taking government money, dude. Like most
Yeah.
of them are living off government money and shit. It's
bro.
like, all right.
Yeah, and a bunch of fucking. They saw it as a fashion. They just like
Yeah.
be getting all stud out, you know, like.
I mean, the fashion's fucking
patches.
cool as fuck.
Yeah,
you know, like
I
fucking-
like
yeah,
I like
yeah.
fashion,
Yeah,
but I
fashion's
mean,
cool.
I like the whole like kind of
Rebellion.
the raw, yeah,
The real
rebellion.
thing
Yeah,
though, like
yeah.
here we didn't have that in Santa Ana.
getting angry for something.
No, like
yeah.
these motherfuckers, dude, they're trying to adapt something that came from England. You mean?
Oh yeah.
Like,
They were
you know what I mean?
fucking oppressed over there, way. They were
Oh, yeah,
fucking
for sure.
working fucking blue collar all day in the fucking cold way. They're really having a hard time, and they're
Yeah.
like, how can we express this our situation and express it in a way where we embody it in our music, you know, and get angry about it, you know, because they didn't want to have it, you know, and they brought this to the States, and in the beginning it was cool way, but after a while it just became a fad way, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, like anything, it just becomes something second.
Man, but 80s, real authentic 80s English punk was fucking cool.
The
though, man.
hardcore?
Yeah, dude.
I like American hardcore, dude. Like fucking
Yeah.
Minor Threat, Fugazi, fucking Circle Jerks, and like
Uh-huh.
those guys are fucking badass.
Oh yeah, yeah. The,
yeah, I
that
like
was
that
too,
shit too. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like también the even the crusty punk, you know.
Like 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 crust punk was fucking cool. Like,
Crust punk. These
Yeah.
chicks don't be wiping their ass and shit.
I mean,
Ahí
you still
I would still hit it.
You still hit it.
I would still hit it, yeah.
Ahí tiene el rollo todavía.
Smells pretty good. Smells
Yeah.
pretty good.
Fuck
Ah,
that.
woman,
I'd
love
be
the way
like,
you stink.
you gotta
I
go.
don't know about you, dude,
you go
but
shower,
I'm,
baby.
I'm a sucker for goth girls. Like.
Oh god, yeah, I'm a sucker, dude. Honestly, I love women in general. Like I'm a.
I've
yeah,
slept with
like-
women who haven't showered in days. And you know what?
I would make them go shower, dude.
Uh,
Like if I was
Yeah.
bringing a girl home from like a punk party, I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, like you want to jump in the shower real quick?
Yeah.
You know, we just like kind of drop a hint and shit. You know, like you know, I'm gonna take a shower real
Fuckers
quick.
smell like armpits and shit, like, dude,
you want
they-
to jump in the shower real
how
quick?
do I
and shit,
tell
yeah.
her nicely?
They
Yeah,
smell like
yeah,
pirates and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Like, dude, they smell like pirates. Like, yar. You know, like,
Okay, I remember once. Remember Brian? Yeah, what's up, fuh?
that guy was weird. Yeah, huh?
Yeah, that's what came over. Like we were practicing, and
I remember that.
fucking-
I remember that, yeah.
You know, like, dude, you smell like fucking garbage juice, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what are you fucking bathing garbage juice?
He's like,
dog?
it's
yeah.
punk, bro. No, I
Like,
don't
whatever it is, dog. You smell.
know. You smell, yeah. Nah, Brian was out of his mind, dude. Yeah,
he was
really
cool though. Like,
Yeah.
dude, I remember.
Hey, we should make a punk band and speak about the like, you know, even what the punks don't even know, you know, like
Yeah.
you know the real oppression.
I've been wanting to do live shows for a while,
like,
dude.
Like something like the like crazy like you know like DK or the Misfits.
Like a
yeah,
pair,
like
yeah.
kind of trippy, but at the same time with powerful message. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do that.
I'm down.
We'll call the band the Landscapers or something like that. The Landscapers. I don't know.
Oh, we have to
Something,
think about a
something.
good one.
No.
Yeah.
But,
I don't like that one.
No, I don't like it.
Landscapers,
Landscapers,
what
nah.
the fuck?
All right, fellas, we're gonna call it quits right here, man.
Hey,
Alright,
thank you.
Hey,
thank
man.
you.
Hey,
Let's
you gotta
get it.
come back, Pete. We gotta do this again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you for having me.